with a better look at individual stocks. Romaine, Bostick.
Yeah, some of the individual stories out there. Let's start off with Apple here. Of course, a lot of speculation about that Apple car, a lot of doubt about whether that thing will ever get built. Well, Apple may be putting some of those fears to rest. Ulrich Kranz, who used to work at BMW, he was there for about 30 years. He helped develop the i3 and the i8 before leaving BMW to start his own EV company. He's now joining Apple. That news crossing yesterday and providing a little bit more reassurance here that Apple is committed to developing some type of electric vehicle. Again, we haven't actually seen the designs for this or any timetable for when it will happen, but a pretty big executive hire here. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on Snowflake, the software company down here in the pre-market by about 3%. It had an investor day yesterday. Some of the guidance that it gave seen as a little bit conservative by some of the investors there. That's why you're seeing the shares lower. Chewy actually also talking to investors yesterday and out with numbers. Overall sales were up by about 5%, and you had some improvement in margins, but the company talked a lot about labor shortages in its fulfillment center and the idea that some of those costs will probably go up as it tries to get more
Why is
people
that
in the
bad
door.
news? Stop. Romaine,
Yeah.
this drives me absolutely nuts. The number of Chewy boxes in the manse I live in is rivaling Amazon. It's bad news. Their business is so good they can't get labor.
Well, it's bad news that they're going to have to pay more to get that labor, Tom. I mean, to pack all those boxes and all those chew toys that you're buying, you need people to do that. It's a huge logistics operation.
Romaine,
yeah,
you hit come on, you've hit the third rail of surveillance, Romaine. About 3 chew toys, and 2 of them are already chewed up. That's the racket.
He uses AirPods for chew toys. Carry on, Romaine.
We do that. Continue.
It's a nice racket, and if they get past some of those cost issues, then maybe it should all work out for Chewy. Flip up the board here real quickly, Tom, because this has actually been a great week here for the healthcare companies, specifically in the biotech space. Biogen, obviously, the big outperformer on the week. It's already up almost 50% over the last 4 days, up another 1% here in the pre-market, 420. CureVac, though, going in the opposite direction. Some news out of Germany saying that they're not going to include CureVac's COVID shot in its latest campaign. Still waiting on the European Medicines Agency to approve that. And finally, keep an eye on Vertex Pharmaceuticals. This was a huge deal, Tom. They were actually developing a liver treatment, basically saying they're going to abandon the development of that, saying that right now the trials that they're having aren't really showing much promise. You're seeing those shares down about 14% here on the day, Tom.
Romaine Bostick.
Thank you.